Have you ever noticed that the people you chase the hardest seem to run the fastest? It is as if the more energy you pour into getting their attention, the less interested they become. But what if I told you there's a way to become the person they're drawn to, the one they can't help but notice, admire and even pursue? In today's video, I'm not just talking about relationships. This is about energy, mindset and stepping into a version of yourself so magnetic that people are naturally pulled towards you. It's not about manipulation, it's about becoming the star of your own story. Because when you stop chasing something remarkable happens. Stay with me and I'll show you how to shift from being in the audience of someone else's life to taking center stage in your own life. Here's why chasing doesn't work. Chasing someone isn't just about actions, it's about energy. When you chase, you are indirectly saying, I need you more than I need myself. This creates an imbalance. The person being chased feels overwhelmed, even repelled, because deep down, everyone craves a connection with someone who values themselves first. Let me share a quick story. Years ago, I was infatuated with someone completely. I was deep in their charm. I would overthink every interaction and outcome. What did it get me? Nothing. Instead, they distanced themselves. And it wasn't because they were a bad person. It was because I wasn't showing up as my best self. My energy was needy, and needy energy isn't attractive. People are drawn to confidence, not desperation. This is where most of us go wrong. We think more effort equals more affection, but relationships are like magnets. The harder you push, the stronger the resistance. Here's where everything changes. When you let go of chasing, you create an energy shift. Imagine trying to hold water in your fist. The tighter you squeeze, the more it slips through your fingers. But if you relax your hand, the water stays. Relationships work the same way. Detachment isn't about giving up, it's about letting go of the need to control the outcome. It's saying, I am whole and complete on my own, and whether this person chooses me or not, I'll be okay. This kind of mindset is magnetic because it shows strength and self-assurance. In my own experience, the moment I stopped obsessing over that person and redirected my energy to myself, everything changed. Suddenly, they reached out. They wanted to know what I was up to. They felt the difference. Why? Because I stopped giving them all my power. Be the star of your own movie. Think about your life as a movie. Are you the star or are you just an extra in someone else's story? If you are chasing, you are stuck in the background. You are reacting instead of creating. But when you step into the lead role, everything shifts. The camera focuses on you. What does this look in real life? It's about pursuing your passions, nurturing your friendships, and investing in your personal growth. When you do this, you naturally become more attractive, not just to the person you are chasing, but to everyone around you. Why? Because you are radiating purpose and joy. This isn't just about theory, it's human psychology. You are drawn to people who are confident, self-assured, and fulfilled. When you embody these traits, you become the person others chase. It is important to have a self-worth and abundance mindset. Now let's get real. The root of chasing isn't about the other person, it's about how you see yourself. When you feel unworthy, you try to fill that void by seeking validation from someone else, but this approach will always leave you feeling empty. Here's a powerful exercise. Imagine you are on a scale of 1 to 10 in self-worth. If you see yourself as a 5, but the person you desire is a 9, you are creating a gap, and that gap feels like insecurity, which repels rather than attracts. But when you start to see yourself as a 10, not because of superficial traits, but because you know your worth, you close the gap. You become an equal, not a pursuer. This abundance mindset is life-changing. It shifts your focus from how do I get them to how do I become the best version of myself. And funny enough, it's when you stop needing them that they become drawn to you. Let me give you practical steps to shift the energy. It's time to stop talking theory and start getting practical. How do you move from chasing to attracting? I'm going to give you 3 steps, and here's the best part. They are simple, actionable, and they work. Step 1. Prioritize your world. First, ask yourself, what makes me happy? Too often, when we are chasing someone, we put their world above our own. Flip that focus on activities that light you up, whether it's hitting the gym, doing what you love, or finally taking that business idea. When you are passionate about your own life, you stop looking outward for validation. That shift is powerful. It's the difference between saying, I hope I'm enough for them, and declaring, I am enough for me. This energy is irresistible. Step 2. Build boundaries and build respect. Picture this, your time and energy are like a bank account. Every time you overextend yourself for someone who doesn't reciprocate, you are draining your balance. So here's a new rule. Only invest in people who invest in you. This is not about being cold or distant. It's about showing that you can respect yourself enough to protect your energy. People notice when you have standards, and more importantly, the rise to meet them. Setting boundaries is like putting a VIP access only sign on your life. It's classy, it's confident, and it's effective. Step 3. Open up to bigger possibilities. Now this one is a game changer. Shift your focus from scarcity to abundance. When you are fixated on one person, it's like staring at one door and ignoring the infinite hallway of opportunities behind you. Here's what I want you to do instead. Visualize the kind of relationship you want, not the person, but the feeling. Do you want a connection filled with laughter, respect, and shared goals? Want that vision by focusing on the qualities that matter. You stop settling for what doesn't align and start attracting what aligns to your mindset. It's all strategy. You are training yourself to look beyond what you've been chasing and seeing the bigger picture. Now here's the truth. These steps are not just about attracting others. They're about reclaiming your own power. When you prioritize yourself and set standards and open up to abundance, you don't just shift the energy, you shift your entire life. And here's the beautiful thing. When you stop chasing, you become the one they can't help but chase. The biggest lesson I've learned is this. You don't need to chase anyone. Your worth isn't defined by who chooses you. It's defined by how deeply you choose yourself. When you embody this truth, you become magnetic. People gravitate toward authenticity, confidence, and self-love. So take a step back, stop chasing and start living. Be the star of your own story and watch as the people who once seemed out of your reach now can't help but become closer. If this video resonated with you, leave a comment below and subscribe to the Reality Podcast with Alex. And that was me, Alex. See you in the next one, guys. Goodbye.